wholeness, peace, health, and an abundance of resources in my Telegram channel. Join for free. Link is in the description. Enjoy the video. Tonight we are going to talk about our voices and our choices. We're going to be answering some questions. Why do we always hold back what we really want to say? Is it safer to stay silent or to be misunderstood? What if we speak and no one listens, or worse, they judge? Why do we feel like our truth doesn't belong? Why does it feel like we're waiting for permission to express ourselves? Are we discerning or just afraid based on previous experience? Do we speak to perform or do we speak to connect? What if the truth we carry is too much for other people? Why do we feel so unseen even when speaking? And is silence wisdom or self-abandonment? What if this resonates with you? Which one of these questions resonates with you? And what do you feel when it comes to these topics? What emotions come up? How does it feel in the body? Do you have stories about this? Do you have questions about this? Let's talk about it. Welcome, welcome. That can be read in two ways. Oh, I'm only just starting to find my voice. Or, I'm only just starting to find my voice. I'm only just starting to find my voice. It has been lost my whole life. I've only just started. How expansive does that feel? Like a breath held in the throat, a moment of quiet tension before the words are spoken, a stillness so deep it feels like nothing is happening, but beneath the stillness something is stirring. Stand still, the pause between intention and expression, a sacred space where not speaking can be more powerful than shouting, where discernment is a gift and silence is strategy. When inferior energies rise and virtue is fading, the wise withdraw and sharpen their tools. Not all moments are made for sharing. Some are made for waiting until truth ripens, until what you have to say carries clarity, precision, and power, until your voice is not just sound but frequency. Mulberry trees have taught me one thing. I found 5 or 6 of them here, and initially they were in full fertile berry giving state where there was a bunch of black and a bunch of dark purple mulberries on all of them. And for like a full week or maybe 10 days, every single day I would visit all 5 of them and just pick and pick and climb and pick and climb and just harvest into bags and packs for juices tomorrow, and just go to top branches and top branches, and then I realized that at a certain point there's no more, and that I got to leave the trees alone for a few days, and then I left the trees alone for 2 to 3 days, and then all the unripe berries ripened, and then again it was full. And then I also learned to look at like lower branches and angles under the leaves where I didn't look before. So not all moments are made for sharing, some are made for waiting until the truth ripens. Everything is a spiral, everything is a place we can return again at a later time where the conditions are more ripe. When I speak, no one listens. They talk over me. Even when I try to stop them, it doesn't work. Tina. If people don't listen, stop talking. Do not cast pearls before swine. This is not arrogant. This is just basic energy conservation. This is just basic. It's it's basic mechanics. And keep it to yourself until there's somebody that wants to hear it. Like I got 6 of you here wanting to hear it. I'm very lucky. And maybe you got 2 that want to hear it. And it's gonna hurt at first. It's gonna hurt at first, realizing that maybe you got one person that wants to hear it. Whatever you got that is there to say. That doesn't mean your voice is not important. This is a notion that we get from social media, that we are valuable and important if we have 1,000 to 10,000 followers listening to us. That we are worthy and valuable as artists only if we reach Picasso, a legendary status, or if you're a writer of any kind, only if you are Tolkien or, I don't know, some other writer. Or if you have a podcast and you don't hit this many subscribers or whatever it is. Nah. If you have a body, if you have a voice, there's nothing more to win. There's nothing more to get. You already got it. Everything else is human, imaginary addition to already a miracle. Really, we gotta look at this life as I'm already here. Like, this is the lottery. I already won the lottery. I get to move around in a physical realm. What have I done before I was alive? Where were you before were you alive? Were you able to walk around, swim, make tea, make babies, write and draw and paint and sing and complain and fight and have issues in life? Issues in life. Oh my God. Guys, we're taking everything so seriously. And that's the big issue. The big issue is that everything's an issue. The big issue is everything's an issue. And we're just little turtles flowing, not knowing what the hell is going on. We're just little turtles flowing, not knowing what is going on. Watermelon Carolyn. Yeah, donate to buy me watermelons. I did what you said, I sung in the woods today. A little turtle sang in the woods today. A little turtle. You see how weird this life is. We got the Rebecca Turtle in the woods. And you would ask yourself, how can a turtle go to the woods and sing? How can a turtle how does this I Create Lines turtle know how to set up a live? How does this how do these little turtles even know what they're talking about? These turtles have no idea. Infant Mutant Ninja Turtle. Infant Mutant Ninja Turtles. Fetus Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's what we are. It's only when you hit 50 do you actually are emotionally mature. I just want to say that, guys. It's only when you hit like 50-ish do you actually know a thing or two about life. So anything before that is just tutorial. Just a big tutorial. Everything you've done up until then, or you are doing now, if you're under 50, don't be too serious. Don't be kind of like, oh, and people hit 50 and they're like, I'm halfway done or I'm almost done. Nah, nah, guys. You know, it's all wrong. It's all backwards. We need so much more time to emotionally mature and to develop as human creatures. Um, Thank you for the donation. I'm just a little turtle. Welcome, Christine. Yeah. I've tried to stop talking. What up, Patricia Trish Turtle? Trish Turtle. People and talk and talk. People don't understand. Yeah. Like, just and people talk just to get the energy out. They're not actually like, there's so much that I can speak about when it comes to voice and about the humanity in general. Most of the time, if you're listening to groups in coffee shops, in restaurants, in any public place, this is so rarely an individual speaking to another individual. This is the collective field, the collective energy mind field just expressing itself through one of the people. It's kind of like all of the people are tuned in to one specific radio frequency, and that frequency is coming out from one person out one at a time. So you're not listening to this specific person and then that specific person and then that specific person. You're listening to just a bunch of people expressing the collective mind. And that is, it is what it is. Unless you have like a private gathering of like a few people where it's like a college level ecosystem. Most people are not at the college level ecosystem, meaning that everybody gets a chance to speak and everybody's voice is valued. Everything under that is high school ecosystem where you just have to sit there and listen to the collective stream of information being flowed out to everybody, and then everybody has to reiterate it back. And that's all the voices become. And only the people that experience a higher level ecosystem than that, and you just gotta experience that for yourself. What is it like to be in a surrounding where every voice is valuable? And that's not even all colleges, by the way. I might be too ahead of myself. Communication colleges, language based. I mastered sociology. I was a lot into language, as you can tell. So psychology as well. So all these are very focused on the individual and on the voice and on critical thinking and all these things. So yeah, don't just lower your expectations around how many people in this life will actually be able to hear you if you have a sliver of individual thought outside of the collective and outside of the tribal. Tribal is resources, family, safety, small groups. Collective is where humanity is going, patterns of past and future, logic thinking. Individual is the inventor, the breaker of status quo, the heretic, the thing that mutates everything but is not easily digested. It's basically my whole life, basically who I am. And if you have any of this in you, and you do because you're still on this live, usually people who don't have anything of that in them are very quickly off my live or even report things that I say sometimes because it's too triggering. It's too different from the collective same old, everyday voice. So anyone who is still on this live right now, this discussion, using their voice for this, you have individual circuitry in your human design. By the way, human design audio courses on my Insight Timer profile. I made 5 of them. I'm an Insight Timer. I'm a human design guide, coach, and mentor. So everything is on my profile. Go into my basic course at least. It has 4,000 students. And then you go and progress into intermediate and then advanced. You learn about your circuitry, individual, collective, tribal, energy levels, emotional regulation, mental regulation. So much. It's like, yeah, it's the best system ever. You're not the average Insight Timer turtle. Yeah. Carolyn, thank you so much, Carolyn, for the donation. We should be using this college ecosystem in the beginning. Elementary schools through high schools could benefit from encouraging folks to use their voice. The future of education is tutoring, what I do, right? It is finding specific teachers for children that are then recognized for their superpowers. ADHD, bipolar, neurodivergent, autistic spectrum, all of these names are labels given by people who have no idea what the hell they're talking about. And it's so degrading and it's so disempowering. What these are superpowers. And this is the thing that I specialize in because I'm definitely dipping, I'm born in these waters. Is that these are superpowers. These are evolved creatures like myself, like you, like the individuals, the outliers, unique, powered, mutated little turtles are misunderstood forever, never put in the right environment, never had their things, their gifts recognized, just put in a box. You're either this or the next 7 things. If you're not any of these 7 things, you are depressed and suicidal, and here is these pills. Or we don't know what the hell to do with you. Um, so yeah, it's just that people don't know about terminology, about keynotes. Human design is perfect for that. And also Jungian archetypical psychology. And what else? Yeah. I agree. Superpowers. Patricia donated. Thank you, Patricia. Trish Turtle. I work with people on this level. So get in touch with me by sending me a message. We can talk in my instant messages on Insight Timer. So the card for the profile is in the link in the chat. You can also find on my profile my website and my bio, or just search in the world. It's really easy to find me because I'm the only person named I Create Lines. Let's see if I missed any of the comments. Autism is my clarity superpower. ADHD is my creative superpower. Yep. Beautifully said. Beautifully said. My tag is Caro Creates Magic. So when I saw I Create Lines, I was like, friend. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You got the purple hearts. Octopus. Nice. Nice, nice. I got the purple heart in this thing that I post. This follow, donate, send a message on the profile to talk about specifics in your health, and check out my human design courses. We're talking about the voice today. Voice connected to emotions does not just speak, it transmits feeling. Cautious, potent, and magnetic. When it's ready, it pierces. When it's not, it withholds. It's not designed to speak on demand. It waits until the mood is right, until the mood is ripe, until the moon is full, until the words align. Your mind and your spine. I create lines with the truth beneath them you can find. But when aligned, you may speak out of vanity, not authenticity. You provoke to protect, you wound with your words, and then hide behind your superiority and spirituality. Don't force it. Speak only when it matters. Let the voice become a vessel, not a weapon. Cheers. have no fear. Courage is here, clarity is here. We are one. I am a sovereign creator being. I use my voice to cast my choice. I am a sovereign creator being. I use my voice to cast my choice. I am a sovereign creator being. I use my voice to cast my choice. Infant Mutant Ninja Turtles. Beginner's mind. Always eager and ready to find a new way to align the spine and the mind. The body is the shrine for the divine. Speak when it's time. Speak always in rhyme. Beautiful, the light that shines from the source upon all of us. Let me repeat some of the questions once again. Tell me what resonates. Tell me which ones resonate. Why do we always hold back what we really want to say? Is it safer to stay silent than to be misunderstood? What if we speak and no one listens, or worse, that they judge? Why do we feel like our truth does not belong? Why does it feel like we're waiting for permission to express ourselves? Are we being discerning or just afraid? Why do we speak to perform instead of connect? What if the truth we carry is too much for others? Why do we feel so unseen even when we're speaking? Is our silence a form of wisdom or self-abandonment? What do you resonate with? Type it in the chat. Type any questions you have. And also type in a bit about your story, about stuff in your life. How does this make you feel? Is this a theme in recent days that is electrifying your vehicle, your flesh and light and water and bone vehicle, your turtle vehicle? Patricia says, I'm 64 and I used to be... Okay, I missed this one. I'm 64, I used to be so immature I didn't know it. And I'm still immature, but now I know that I am. And that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Fear versus discernment landed. Beginner's mind. Remember my teacher Thich Nhat Hanh. Yes. Fear versus discernment. Yes. I get this a lot. Am I just being paranoid and afraid, or is this my intuition actually giving me signals? And you know what? It's the intuition. It's the 99% of the time my intuition is on point. My discernment is on point. I just don't want to admit it. Because then that means that this friend that I used to have is not going to be my friend anymore. And this content that I was investing my attention in is not going to be my investment anymore. This turtle is going to retract its head for 90% of things. It has had the head outside. And it's going to be inside of the shell, just being like, I'm a chill here. You know, I'm a just lay back in my shell and just let this flow carry me, and I'm a be a surrendered, receptive, right mind being like the design I am. Just low sound, low stimulation, one person at a time, people pulling out of my well, and I'm the resource. So guys, I'm a resource. You just gotta pull things out of my well. So ask away, ask questions, reach out, send messages, find me in the world. Find me. I Create Lines is the name. Website is in the bio of the profile. Or just find and tap into the resource. It's you who's gotta tap into, who's gotta go and knock on the turtle shell and be like, hey Lines, turtle bro, come out and share the whiz from the dome, whiz dome. Christina, what up, what up? Wish I caught this for the beginning, newbie. So many of these statements resonated. I'll say, is it safer to stay silent than to be misunderstood? You know what? It doesn't matter. This question, it don't matter. Because in both cases, it's misunderstood, isn't it? So if you feel like you should stay silent, if you feel that the situation is like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna stay silent. It's because you even had to ponder whether it's going to be understood or not. And of course, it's going to be not. And then you stay silent and you're like, I'm misunderstood. And I didn't even try. And this feels so good. This feels so, I didn't even waste 1 joule of energy, 1 volt of my electric voice on this. Or you try and speak and you're misunderstood, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. If you even gotta contemplate. And then you can say and be like, okay, I'm not gonna stay silent. And then you're misunderstood. And it doesn't matter anyways. Like in both cases, whatever you said or did not say made no absolute difference ever. It landed nowhere. And you go on your merry life, and that person or that group that you wanted to impress, or your parents that you wanted to prove yourself to, or whatever you used your voice to soothe the situation so it's not afraid, everybody's not fearful, and it doesn't work. Everybody goes on their merry lives, and tomorrow there's a forest fire killing thousands of squirrels and nobody bats an eye, and thousands of little turtles are caught in plastic. And I'm not trying to be ecosystem based right now, or I'm just saying that life goes on anyways. So don't take it so personally if people don't misunderstand you. It's not about you. It's people are not even embodied. People are connected to the collective field. They're not individual. They're not. They don't have the mental space to think for themselves how much everybody is filled with the collective stream of information, with the news, with what is going to be the future based on the past. What is the tradition saying? What is my mom speaking in my ear all the time? Well, a lot of people are still living with their parents. And if they're not living with their parents, they got their parents on their shoulders like 2 devils. Some people have 2 devils on their shoulders, overlooking, guilt tripping. You should be doing this. Your life should be like that. Look, everybody's doing the same. What the hell are you doing? And you're like, I want to be an individual turtle. I want to go with the flow. I don't want to stay on this reef like everyone else. I'm a surfer turtle. Surfer turtle. Turtle surfer. I love myself. I accept my turtle self. Myrtle Earl Earl. Life is so too serious. So too serious. In my family, we don't feel old because our age on the paper. Nice. Trishy Turtle. Truth Turtle. Infant Mutant Ninja Turtles. We don't know nothing. We know nothing. Infant Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, let me give you some practical advice based on the questions that I gave you. Let silence be sacred, not punishment. So schedule intentional stillness. No input, no phone, no media, no speaking, where we allow emotions to rise without fixing or narrating them, trusting that silence is not emptiness, it's integration. Number 2. Let's practice expressing without performing. So, journaling unfiltered thoughts, write what you don't say out loud, speak truth into a voice memo, then listen back with love. Get people that can listen to you as a therapist. What I'm here to do with people, with my clients. Share your truth with one safe person. No need for impact or approval. Exactly what I said. Then refine your expression. So, instead of sharing too much, silence and then emotionally precise. What is the deepest, truest thing that I can say in just one sentence? So let your voice distill into a diamond, pressure cook into a diamond, and then give that diamond. Using poetry, music, metaphors. Timeless, wordless. Am I pausing because I'm wise or I'm afraid? Name the fear. Name the fear. Breathwork before speaking. Breathwork empowers the air element, and air element is thoughts, voice, and the mind. You know how they say, oh, we're on air, radio, we're on air? Well, the more breathwork you do, and you can learn breathwork either with me or on my movement classes. So either directly with me or on my movement classes. Place a hand on your throat and your heart often in your life. Just remember and practice to use your hands, to just place them on your throat, on your neck, on your collarbones, on your heart, massaging all of this, loving all of this, humming into all of this. 10 minutes of that. Oh my God. Feel into that. Try 10 minutes of that. But practice saying hard things slowly and softly, not loudly or perfectly. Try whispering as if your voice is very valuable. And then you'll see that the people who actually want to hear you are going to be like, oh, I got to shut up to actually hear what this person is saying if you whisper. And imagine how beautiful that is. Imagine how soft that is. How do you feel if you whisper? You know what? I'm gonna start whispering from now on. I'm gonna start talking like this. Imagine me going from tomorrow in every grocery store that I go into. I'm just gonna whisper. Ah, I just found my next. Oh my God, this live. This live. This is what I've been waiting for a few days. I waited for something new to make. I waited for something new to have fun with. I waited for something new to have fun with, and now this is what I'm gonna have fun with. And that's gonna be I'm gonna whisper. I'm gonna whisper where to whoever I'm gonna talk to. I'm gonna be like, do you have? Can I get this watermelon cut in half? I'm gonna be like, can I have this watermelon cut? Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so great. This is so great. I'm just gonna start whispering. You can as well. So this is one of the tips, right? You can start whispering, and the people who actually want to listen to you are gonna shut up and actually listen to your voice. Okay, let me see the chat a bit, then I'll proceed. Delia against I don't know what context is this in. Delia says against narcissistic personalities that curiously have a radar for nice good people they can abuse. I don't know. Is this a question or what is this, Delia? I managed to read your message before it disappeared. What happened? I didn't delete anything. I didn't. I don't know what. Maybe sometimes certain messages get removed because they go against the guidelines of the platform. So I don't know what you wrote. It might be a bit triggering for the platform. The mutant turtles are sleeping. The mutant turtles are sleeping. My ASMR is gonna freak out the villagers. Yeah, people might come at me with forks and torches, with pitchforks and shovels and torches. Yeah. Nice, Carolyn. Nice. Yeah, guys, reach out. Reach out if you wish to get in touch with me one on one. I'm a coach, human design coach, mentor and guide, Insight Timer course creator. I can help you. I'm not what usually what therapists look like. I can help you much more than the regulars. And I'm no guru, guys. I'm a little turtle. Just please don't pedestal me. Don't prop me up on any throne of whatever. I'm a little turtle. Just a little turtle like all of you. I'm very young. I've just been through a lot for my age. I've been through a lot for my age, and I've read a lot of books, an insane amount of books in my life. You would not believe. You would not believe. First, the 7 years of my master's degree was a ton. And then, like 10 years after that, I just continued even more every year from this topic to the next. From herbalism, Jungian psychology, clinical psychology, human design, gene keys, herbalism, elemental theory, somatic balancing, trauma healing, addiction healing. Oh my God, I don't even breath work, rebirthing breath work, nervous system, lymph. fascia maneuvers, 2 years into this, 3 years into that, 5 years into 6 years into human design, chakras, Vedic perspective, two near death experiences recently, barely alive. I'm 30. Ugh. Okay, create a safe expression ritual. Light a candle, play soft music, speak your truth aloud to yourself daily. This builds neural safety and embodiment around being heard, even just by you. Release the pressure to always speak. Give yourself permission to not respond immediately. Let me sit with this and give space to respond when truth is clear. Some moments are there to be felt, not spoken. Complete your emotional wave first. So don't speak when you're at your peak. Do not speak at the emotional peak or the emotional low. Take it slow. First, let emotions flow. Wait for calmness, then express with clarity, not reaction. So it's about learning when to wait, when to express, and how to trust the wisdom of our own turtle voice. Patricia, I'm 64. Nice. You are a teenager again after 50. You're 14 after your Chiron. And Chiron is where you are, okay, I'm done with the tutorial. Now we start again. So Trish is 14, a teenager again. Delia, I was saying that felt old when I was 20, being the nice good girl trying to please everyone, so young and dying inside. Decades later, I've never felt so happy now being. Yeah, if you wrote this before, maybe that's why it got flagged, because this word, I'm not gonna say it. It might be, I don't want to get banned about um, a stupid word like that. Um, Not saying your expression is stupid. I'm just saying that um, some words we need to be careful when we're using because they're not accepted. Living on my own terms, not other people's loves anymore. Yes, I see that you're empowered. Good on you. Good on you, Delia. Good on you. A nice individual little turtle. Infant Mutant Ninja Turtles. Alright, peeps, 10 more minutes. You got any questions for me about your life specifically? You can drop them in the chat. Drop a follow, click the follow on my card that I have linked on in the chat so you get notified when I go live. I also do movement classes. Check out the schedule for those. I also read from my book, from my new book. So check out the schedule for those. Like I say, I am human design, coach, guide, mentor, fascia maneuver, emotional release, breathwork, and movement of the fascia guide, coach, and mentor. You can find the link to my website on the profile as well. You gotta dig. If you can't see it on desktop, check it out through the app on your phone. If you cannot find that way at all, you need to just search for it. Real easy to find me. I'm the only person called I Create Lines. What else? You can also send me messages through my profile here. Also, if you cannot message me through the desktop option, go to the app option. Oh my God, my tea, I forgot. It's cold now. Maybe the thermos part is hot yet. How does the thermos know whether to keep it hot or cold? How does it know? Deep. Carolyn, are we whispering from tomorrow? Carolyn, are we gonna whisper starting tomorrow? Are we whispering tomorrow? Great ab workout with the laughs. But yes, I'll whisper. I'm loud as hell. It's a great exercise, right? It is, isn't it? So weird. Oh my god, it's so weird. I want to laugh all the time. But to be honest, this whole conversation about age is big nonsense. I know 9-year-old children who are wise, and other 64-year-old children who are less wise. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the new thing in my life. I'm just gonna use my voice in the most ridiculous ways. And I have this written down actually in my notes. In my notes that I never look. And I think I wrote it down about 4 years ago. It said use voice in ridiculous ways whenever life feels stuck and boring and lifeless, and when you need that spark again, when it feels too serious, use your voice in silly ways. And whispering is most definitely one of the silliest ways. Cause no, cause everybody's gonna be like, "What are you?" I cannot hear it. And then, like I'm even going to the city center that I don't usually go to. I'm gonna go on Tuesday. So I'm gonna go into multiple shops to get myself like new batches of tea. I'm gonna get a new t-shirt, like probably purple colored. I don't have anything purple, and I'm digging purple lately. So I'm just looking for a purple t-shirt. That's it. And I'm gonna go into multiple stores that are never gonna see me again, probably ever, or at least people will forget in a month or two, you know. Or they won't forget after what's gonna happen to them is that I'm gonna be whispering everything, and it's gonna be a battle not to laugh. I'm gonna make an acting out of it. I'm gonna make it a persona, a person. I'm gonna make myself a person that's how I usually speak, and I'm gonna try and see how many stores I can come in and have an interaction, whispering, and go out without breaking into laugh. At least, you know, coming out to see what people would react to it, if and how many people would actually lower their tone and kind of lean in and be like, ah, what is he saying? What is he even saying? What kind of t-shirt? Purple t-shirt. As long as we're not doing anybody any damage, these are sort of things that we can do in daily life to make it a little bit more lighthearted, a little less serious, a little more fun and playful. The life is too serious, too heavy, too dense on many levels. And we are not evil for doing these types of little shenanigans. Allow yourself joy like this. Be playful. Love yourself like this. Because where is the fun then if it's all about tomorrow and what are we gonna get? When is the play again? And many of us did not experience play as children. If you are deeply empathic, any of the stuff, neurodivergent, bipolar, autistic, projector in human design, reflector in human design, or any of the types, very open to receiving other people's energies. If you are the emotionally mature one in the family, these are all the people that come to me mostly for guidance. We are all we all matured very quickly and never got a chance to play or express our voice in a playful way. Let's play. Let's express our voice in a playful way. Peace, health, abundance, wholeness, prosperity. I'm courage. I'm clarity. Sipping on that clarity, overlooking the deep blue sea, being cleansed by the skies above. I am love. I am suspended on the wings of a dove. I am the breath surrendered in mid-air. All our wounds are now mended and cared. All our joy only amplifies when shared. We are one. Check the link in the description to find the website. Here you can find the link to join my free Telegram channel with a bunch of resources, insights, videos, PDFs, music, pictures, people. Then you got send email, inquiry, and connect via WhatsApp. These are all places and ways to get in touch with Root Lightheart. I create lines. There's a link to my free healing movement live class happening almost every day. Link to the YouTube channel. Then we got the introduction questions for everybody that is invited and interested in working with me with my guidance services, coaching, mentoring, and therapy and support. Questions: who am I? Who is my guidance for? Who is my guidance not suited for? What do we use from modalities? What can be done and how can individuals benefit? What can be done? How can relationships and marriages benefit, families and parenting, and then your beautiful children and their education and empowerment? There are 4 steps that I work with people. There's the free 15-minute discovery call. It's an initial contact to connect. There's a one-on-one 30-minute light in the dark clarity session. It's a fundamental session of human design. Then we got the 90-minute deep insightful session, one-on-one, individual, relationships, family, or tutoring the young ones. And then we got the clarity portal, which is 10 sessions of mentoring package for a full life revealing breakthrough, long-term mentoring, motivation, and clarity for a complete transformation. You can read all the descriptions on the website, and you got send email inquiry buttons where if you feel drawn, you can send me an email and then we will see if you fit, if you are ready, if we resonate. You can click here for testimonials. After that, you got the audio courses. The basic course is free. You got intermediate, advanced, the I Ching deep dive, the projector masterclass, elemental balancing, and then you got bundles of discounted courses. Also, I forgot to mention the Clarity Portal, the 10-session mentoring package. There are special discounts if you're a projector type. After that, there's a link to get my new book, Elementary, a wisdom-filled guide for life explorers, recently published. And then there's the submit email contact form. Input your name, email, and what is your inquiry. Click submit. Then you got my Instagram, my Patreon, my YouTube, and Telegram. That is it. Peace, health, abundance, wholeness, prosperity, grounding, balance, clarity, courage, connection, choice, communication, compassion.